Thank you. And then there was 7.
All right, it's now 7 o'clock. We'll be led in prayer tonight. Call the township meeting to order for February 18th. Led in prayer tonight by Alderman Dan McDowell.
Praise the Lord for opportunity to go together. So, this is to be with us as we meet issues, and also to be with us as we remind everybody that we're seeking spirit of cooperation as we do our diligence. We also ask you to be with our first responders. We ask that you grant them the safety to be home at the end of their shift. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, roll call.
McDowell.
Here.
Pickerel.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Harrington.
Here.
Master.
Here.
Hawkins.
Here.
Pearson. Here. Garcia is absent. Burton is absent. Millis. Here. Mayor Parkinson.
Here.
And I'm present.
Entertain a motion to approve the township board meetings from February 3rd. Motion by Alderman Harrington, second by Alderman Pearson. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Presentation of communications.
None tonight for the township.
Thank you. Finance Committee, Alderman Hawk.
I'd like to make a motion to pay the bills payable from the town fund. That amount is $34,560.84.
Motion by Alderman Hawkins, second by Alderman Smith. Roll call.
McDowell.
Aye.
Pickerel.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Harrington.
Aye.
Lemaster.
Aye.
Hawkins.
Aye.
Pearson. Aye. Millis.
Ayes have it. Alderman Hawkins.
I'd like to make a motion to pay the bills payable from general assistance. That amounts $15,616.25.
Motion by Alderman Hawkins, second by Alderman Harrington.
McDowell.
Aye.
Pickerel.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Harrington.
Aye.
Lemaster.
Aye.
Hawkins.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Millis. Aye. Mayor Parkinson.
Ayes have it. Alderman Hawkins.
Nothing further for the
Thank
township.
you. Any unfinished business? Any new business? Entertain a motion to adjourn by Alderman Hawkins, second by Alderman Harrington. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. I'll call the city council meeting to order. Madam Clerk, roll call.
McDowell.
Here.
Pickerel.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Harrington.
Here.
Lemaster.
Here.
Hawkins.
Here.
Pearson.
Here.
Garcia is absent. Burton is absent. Millis.
Here.
Mayor Parkinson.
Here.
And I'm present.
Thank you. Entertain a motion to approve the city council meetings from February 3rd by Alderman Millis, second by Alderman Smith. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Presentation of communications.
Yes, I have a request from Bright Point to host their annual 5K Kids and Cops 5K on April 18th, 2026. It's at the park and it's from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. They need the road closed. They have already submitted their certificate of liability insurance required.
You've heard the request. Do I have a motion? Motion by Alderman Hawkins, second by Alderman Harrington. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Mayor's remarks. To start out with a young lady from Granite City. She is a freshman at Granite City High School. And it seems like we always hear about athletes, right? We always hear about athletes winning races and state championships. But to me, a young lady that's a freshman at Granite City High School that won a state championship as a 2026 Microsoft Office specialist, the best in the state at Microsoft Office. I think that she's probably not going to have a very hard time finding employment when she graduates because Microsoft Office is always one of the toughest programs I think I've ever worked with. But if you're a state champion, I would say that you're probably pretty proficient at it. So can Natalie Jones come forward, please?
You're gonna come right up here now. Mayor's pay.
How are you? This is a certificate of recognition. Mayor And the City Council, the City of Granite City, hereby present the certificate of recognition to Natalie Cohen, a freshman at Granite City High School, in recognition of her outstanding academic achievement and earning the title of 2026 Microsoft Office Specialist State Champion. Natalie Jones' dedication, technical skill, and commitment to excellence exemplify the highest standard of academic success. Her accomplishment brings pride to her school, her family, and the City of Granite City, and serves as an inspiration to students throughout our community. The City of Granite City congratulates Natalie Jones on this remarkable achievement and extends best wishes for her continued success, February 18, 2026. If you want a closer picture, if you need it.
We should meet you to get one for you. I think you got one there. Somebody better show it to us.
Yeah.
Family picture, yes.
Alex, you got your work. Can I? Alex, I think you're gonna have to win a national championship. Outdo your sisters.
Leave if they want to.
And if you all don't want to listen to anything else, you can leave. I will let you, give you a minute. If you want to stay, that's great. If not, you can go too, but completely up to you. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
I've got a really.
All right. We also have a presentation today from Rhonda Breslin with Republic Service. Rhonda, you come up. That microphone there.
Don't throw anything. I'm probably not as good as what she just did. So a lot of you probably have never met me before. You may have met my counterpart, or some of you may have met me before. Sorry.
Thank you, James.
I'm here just to give you a little bit of an industry update and hand out my business card. So if you have questions in your area or in your wards, I want you to reach out to me. My cell phone's the best way. I communicate by text. I'm always available for you. That's my job, is to come here and, work with the council and the mayor and his team. So I feel like we have a great relationship with all the members of the city. I usually hear from someone every day. So, but I just kind of wanted to go over some of the services and some stats. A lot of it's in your paper. So if you have a question you want to ask me, I'd rather you do that. If there's something on your mind, and if I don't know it, I will take it down and I will get back to you because I have all your emails. So one thing I wanted to point out is if you look, is probably about the fourth bullet point there. It shows how many calls of residents have called into the service center over a period of 12 months. And the percentage of, you guys have a big city and you're in the top 5 of my accounts. So our drivers stay very busy. We're here in town. The big trucks are here 4 days a week. And we have we have one truck that's here 5 days a week that does the alleys. So if you think about trash and recycle, we only had 846 misses over 857,272 drive-bys. That's, how many times we go by for trash, how many times we go by for recycle. So that is a very good percentage of 0.1. Of those who have had issues. A lot of times they will call in the city hall and I'll get those. Those are usually heightened and escalated issues, but I feel like I take care of them and they get a call back the same day. We do have about 9 drivers and 1 helper that live in your area, and 2 of them do drive in your area and, take pride in taking care of Granite City. So I was not here at the beginning of this contract. I had another career of 23 years, so I've been here now for like 3 years, learning a totally different industry. So there are stuff new that I learn every day. But I also wanted to share about what you have in your contract. You have weekly trash, every other week recycle. You also have 2 times a year large item pickup, which is unlimited items, and that does not mean cleaning out your whole house. The mayor can attest to that. We do have some people who like to put over 10 yards out there, but in the last year, we had 1,208 residents use that program, which I think that is more than probably the previous year. I work with zoning pretty much, and those guys and gals call me if they want to know if someone has service. So they have my cell phone, and if I can't answer it, I have someone in my logistics team or dispatch help me answer those. So we have over 80 trucks on hand and 95 drivers. So we're in your town all the time. If a truck breaks down, we have another one that if we can't finish a route, we're back the next day. The one thing I noticed with not so much in your area, since we do the billing, we have a lot of current information, but in other towns, we don't have current phone numbers. So whenever we are delayed, that stuff bounces back because there's still a lot of landlines on accounts. But with your area, and since we do the billing here, I feel like most people do get our messages. Sometimes too many messages I hear. So some things that we have going on is in the back of I also want to invite anytime you guys want to do a tour of the landfill. I take groups. We'll start doing that here soon. Again, when the weather is good, and we also take tours of our recycling center over in Hazelwood. So yes, we do recycle. If you have questions on how that works, just give me a call. But our recycling center is over in Hazelwood, and conveyor belts work, and how they get all put in bales and how they get hauled away. So we're very big in recycling. We're actually building a brand new facility in 2027 that will get rid of our South City location and be able to take on, it'll be more high tech. We have plastic bags, just so you know, tear up our machines and halts the conveyor belt. So that's why plastic bags aren't allowed in recycle. So that's why I gave you a little handout in case you see people with any plastic bag in the light blue containers. They're not supposed to be in there. So if they're sitting around longer, it's because they're contaminated. So we like the recycling all loose and cleaned. So because they get shifted, you see there's air that blows, and they get shifted to different compartments. So it is quite neat to see the whole tour. It lasts about an hour and a half, so it doesn't last very long. We also opened a new polymer center. What that means is we take some of our own recycle and plastic over to Indiana, and we melt it all down to, say, like your Tide containers, melt it down in yellow pellets, so it's easier to sell back in the market. And that's, the second one in the United States was built, and that's where we send ours in Indianapolis. Let's see. Like I said, answer questions if you ever want to ask any questions. We're still seeing a delay since COVID on getting trucks. It takes about 18 months to get a truck, and those cost about $400,000 to get a brand new truck. We don't really rent trucks, so you may see we have acquired a couple other haulers. You may see a Sanders truck or Flower Sanitation. Those are all our trucks. We just didn't spend the money to repaint them all. It cost about 15 grand to repaint. So those are all in our fleet. So some other things, we are pretty good with hiring right now. We don't have too many openings. When I first came, I could tell you that we had about 6 driver positions open. And we also are always looking for laborers in the landfill. It is a dangerous job. in the landfill, but that seems like a job that turns over quite a bit. We do have some new technology. We do have a track my truck feature that you can either put on the, sign up through the computer or on your mobile app that can tell you on the day of your service how far away the truck is. It's free. It is something new that we're pushing out. All of our trucks have AI cameras now. So especially on our commercial trucks, if there's recycle container at a business, we can see if that's contaminated. It watches it dump in and out. And then those businesses do get charged an overage if they see it contaminated. So, and that's all haulers are going to that type of, I could think of 3 of them right now that have it and are doing the same thing. So, one thing I do want to push in this area is to more education on recycling. That's kind of why I pushed this out. Styrofoam's not recyclable. There's just certain things you don't think of. When I first started, I hate to say, my husband used to bag all his beer cans and bottles. And I thought we were keeping them nice and contained in the recycle can. And when I came to work, they said, nope, they want all that loose. That stuff all gets thrown on a pad. Go, do you have
I'm guilty of the greasy pizza boxes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It was all gone.
Yeah, it was all gone. You can recycle.
Oh.
When in doubt, throw it out. That's what they say. But anything, a grease or sticky cheese, anything bigger than your hand, it's contaminated. So it's best just to throw that pizza box away or rip the top off if that's, if you want to do that. But we are getting into the electronic EV trash trucks. There is one in Chicago, and they're more out in the East and West Coast. It really hasn't come to the Midwest yet due to the price and the infrastructure it costs to get that all ready. We also have our own environmental team. If there's ever a spill, we have, we call it SOS, a team that comes in and helps with that. So it's something I think you guys, with having train tracks around, you may want to keep that in mind. We do have that service. And down there at the bottom, it's, just telling you a little bit about how things cost and what our drivers kind of make. Just so you kind of know what kind of goes into the pricing and stuff like that. But I didn't know if anybody had any questions or concerns. If you see any of those NBI tractor trailers on the interstate, we bring trash into our landfill from St. Louis to the transfer stations, and that's how we haul our recycling out of. We have a pad that we drop our recycling on. It gets pushed in to a big semi and hauled over. So that's kind of how that works. So it gets dumped on a pad. There's someone there auditing it. It gets audited again at the recycle center. So I know it's not a fun subject, but it is a necessity.
A very trashy topic.
Yeah, I know, real trashy. Yeah.
Mayor.
One quick question. What is the big, I'm sorry, could you do that?
No, go ahead.
What is the biggest concern that you have that we could do that would help you out?
A lot of it, you have an older town, so it's really not a lot you could do with, the streets and where people park. So a lot of our drivers are, trying to drive safely on the streets and try to pick up with the automatic arm the trash cans. So it's mainly making sure they're not blocked or too close to a vehicle. That's the main thing. We have a very good driver in the area now that takes care of the alleys. Sometimes the alleys get hit hardest because no one can see them. And that's kind of, you may see some more rummaging through from homeless in there, but mainly I believe it's cart placement that is, they're too close together, or, we have the drivers take pictures when we can't get to them. So when the customer calls in, we have a reason why we can't get to it, but that's really the main thing. Most everybody's out by 6 a.m., so we really don't have an issue here of picking up and missing people that way.
Alderman Pearson.
I just wanted to take a minute and thank you for how rapidly you do respond. I've dealt with Rhonda on a couple of occasions in my ward and in a personal issue, and she was not only very quick to respond, she called back 2 days later to make sure that things were still apropos, so thank you.
You're welcome. That's what
right,
I'm here to
anybody else?
help. I'd rather you not call customer service just because of the wait times, but you know, the app works wonderful. You can report things or just call me if you have questions about anybody in your ward, what's going on. So I'll be able to find out for you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, no negotiation committee, district committee, planning and zoning committee, or legal and legislative committee tonight. Public Works Committee, Alderman Pickerel.
Is I have an ordinance designating a handicap parking space for an additional 4 years at 2937 East 25th Street within the city of Granite City.
Motion by Alderman Pickerel, second by Alderman Smith. Roll call.
McDowell.
Aye.
Pickerel.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Harrington.
Aye.
Lemaster.
Aye.
Hawkins.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Millis.
Aye.
Ayes have it, second reading, final passage.
McDowell.
Aye.
Pickerel.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Harrington.
Aye.
Lemaster.
Aye.
Hawkins. Pearson.
Aye.
Millis.
Ayes have it. Alderman Pickerel.
No further business.
Thank you. Police Committee, Alderman Harrington.
Thank you, Mayor. We have one item on the agenda. I'd like to place on file the January 2026 chief statistics.
Motion by Alderman Harrington, second by Alderman McDowell. Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Alderman Harrington.
No further business, Your Honor.
Thank you. Fire Committee, Alderman Lemaster.
Thank you, sir. I got three things here. I'd like to make a motion to place on file the January 2026 fire and EMS reports.
Motion by Alderman Lemaster, second by Alderman McDowell. Easy for me to say, Dan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Alderman Lemaster.
I'd like to place on file and accept the exception of the resignation of firefighter EMT Connor Brown. If I said that right.
Motion by Alderman Harrington, or I'm sorry, Alderman Lemaster, second by Alderman Smith. I got it right there. Yeah, yeah. Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Alderman Lemaster. Can we get quiet out there, please? Hello? James, could you stop, please? Alderman Lemaster.
Thank you. I'd like to make a request to place on file the approval to hire the next eligible candidate for firefighter, and I believe that process is in motion.
It is. Motion by Alderman Lemaster, second by Alderman Smith. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Alderman Lemaster.
Nothing further.
Thank you. No risk management report tonight.
None tonight, sir.
No economic development report tonight. Finance Committee, Alderman Hawkins.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to pay the city, the payroll, that amount this time is, $714,347.63.
Motion by Alderman Hawkins, second by Alderman Pearson. Roll call.
McDowell.
Aye.
Pickerel.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Harrington.
Aye.
Lemaster.
Aye.
Hawkins.
Aye.
Pearson. Millis.
Ayes have it. Alderman Hawkins.
Make a motion to pay the bill list, this month. That amount is $589,564.83.
Motion by Alderman Hawkins, second by Alderman Pearson. All those in, roll call.
McDowell.
Aye.
Pickerel.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Harrington.
Aye.
Lemaster.
Aye.
Hawkins.
Aye.
Pearson.
Aye.
Millis.
Ayes have it. Alderman Hawkins.
And finally, I'd like to make a motion to, approve and place on file the finance report.
Motion by Alderman Hawkins, second by Alderman Harrington. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Alderman Hawkins.
No further business. from
Thank you.
finance.
Any report of officers? No appointments tonight? Any unfinished business? Any new business? Having no public correspondence?
I did not have to sign up, sir.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Alderman Harrington, second by Alderman Pearson. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We'll stand adjourned. Thank you.
We did it.
There you have.